Shadows asleep amidst the trees. Bats all are swaying in the breeze. But one so light, anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of ghouls, hags, and wraiths. For your dolly Polly sleep has flown. Don't dare let her tremble alone, for the witcher, heartless cold, paid in coin of gold. He comes, he'll go, leave naught behind but heartache and woe. Deep, deep woe. It's all silent for the night. House turned in as daylight dies. But when so light, anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of ghouls, hags, and wraiths, my dear Dolly Polly.
Hi, if you can hear me, I'm not sure if I've still got my sound. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Haunted Connection show, or should I say the award-winning Haunted Connection show.
Yes.
So we are bringing this to you from the Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre in Hinckley, Leicester, and of course we're sponsored by Sims Vintage Antiques in Walton Warren near Stratford. So a big welcome to everybody. We are tonight talking about the HAPRC live feeds and sort of everything to do with that really. And we've got our lovely guests. We've got Jacqueline Dixon, who does the Paranormal Peeps show. And we've got Amy Slaney. I'm sure most of you know Amy. Our Amy, who does the you do two shows, don't you, Amy? Is it the Gifts and Gadgets and the Confessions of a Paranormal Investigator?
Yes.
I can't hear anybody.
That's
I think I've lost contact. I've got some new earpieces and I think they've
are
Bluetooth
they not
ones.
working?
I think I've lost connection.
Just take them out, Jane. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? Oh,
Very
blimey.
faintly.
Yeah. Oh, we've got someone else coming on. There's someone knocking at the door.
Oh.
There's Tina as well. Blimey, we're not used to having all this, are we, Jane?
Yeah, it's good fun now. More the merrier.
It's starting to look like blankety blank.
You're gonna have to get your checkbook and pen out soon.
No, you ain't gonna win.
Get your wages, Amy.
Eh?
Get your wages.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about how we're moving the HAPRC live feeds forward, because we do want to keep moving it forward. Can you hear us now, Jane? Okay. Jane's having problems.
Oh no.
I am.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you very faintly.
Oh no.
Let me jump out,
Well,
jump back in again, see if it's
okay,
cures it.
jump. Go on, do the okie dokie. Okay, I've actually just sat through your show, Tina.
Oh, amazing show. I'm buzzing.
What a great lot of evidence you're showing.
Yeah. We had some great feedback at the end as well. Amazing.
Yeah, that's good. So we want more people to send in lots of different evidence, don't we?
Yeah, like I said today, we've been getting loads over the last few weeks. If that continues, we could probably do the show twice a month.
Yeah, that'll be good. And also, we don't just want stuff sent into you, Tina. We need it sent into Amy as well.
Oh my God, do we ever? Our show cannot survive unless we have people sending stories in. And we do not get nearly as many stories as I know that's out there.
No, as we said, Amy and Jane present the Confessions of a Paranormal Investigator. Again, it was nominated for an award, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Because we actually had 3 shows.
We did.
So let's go for next year. We'll have all the shows nominated.
Yes.
That'd be good.
Here's Jane back. Let's see if we can hear her.
Woo!
Hello, Jane.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, I think we're good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Good. I'll knock on the window.
Perhaps I need a new ear trumpet.
So, as we were saying, Amy needs confessions sending in. They don't have to be paranormal, do they?
No,
They can be
preferably
anything.
paranormal, but there can be anything. You could like anything from your mum dogging or something like that. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I don't care what they are. I will take anything.
So, as you can see, Amy's desperate.
I am, yeah.
Well, with that on your head.
Yeah, I know. I'm that desperate. I'm even considering Neil's other story again.
No,
And you don't
that's
want that. I might save it for the
that's-
Christmas special.
That's run its course.
It hasn't. There's plenty more mileage in that.
That one's ran its course. And
There's a lot of people. We've got a lot of new people that's not actually in the show before, and we've got a lot of new people that are joining the Haunted Antiques. So they need to hear the story.
no, I'm gonna think. I think I'm gonna ban that one.
Do it, Amy.
Is she
Don't
gone
worry about
quiet?
that.
So keep your evidence coming in for Tina and Dave.
Yeah.
Tonight was exceptionally good. I think. I really like the doll one from the centre. Did you all see that?
Things like the doll one, if it was on a tripod, there was so much movement about. Like, I think it would have been a lot better if it was still and on a tripod.
Yeah, but you're not going to get the perfection, are you?
No.
No.
But that's the paranormal investigator in me, though.
Yeah. And Jacqueline.
Hi.
Hi. How's your show going?
Yeah, I'm loving it, thanks. So,
You
like,
enjoy
I've
it?
never done anything like it before. It's brilliant. I really enjoy it.
Have you recovered from last night?
Yeah, it's cool. I had my dinner, but then I was wide awake at 3 o'clock this morning. That's why I feel like a bit shocking now, actually. But yeah, it's cool. I really loved last night. Yeah. And I just want it to be about different people. You know, sort of from paranormal, I've had people who do ghost walks. I've had mediums, just different people, really.
Yeah.
And everyone's got their own story, and if I can get part of that story out, then that's all I want to do.
You've had some amazing guests, you have. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how, but hey ho.
You must just be you must be cheeky. Just ask anybody.
No, I asked you. I asked you the other week. So yeah.
Yeah, you were desperate the other week. So yeah, you had me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So
it's just cool.
So it's next year. Your show going to carry on more or less the same.
Yeah, similar format. Now I did try it another time where what I'd like is like last 5 or 10 minutes to invite a member of the viewers on to sort of come on and just do some quick fire questions at the guest.
Yeah.
I wonder about bringing that into the show. Now I did try it once. I got a friend on to ask some questions. So yeah, it worked. So yeah, I'd like to get that into the format and probably, I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
That's good. What about you, Jane?
Sorry, what was the question?
She weren't paying attention.
I was listening again. Sorry, I do that. I get engrossed listening to people and I forget what's going on.
I don't pay you the megabucks for you not to listen to me. Look, you've had a year's long holiday.
Obviously, she needs a pay rise.
Well, she
What was the
wants
question?
she wants a full bag of peanuts next year. The question is, well, I know the answer anyway because we do the show together. How about your shows next year?
Oh yeah. Well, there's lots of we've talked a lot, haven't we, about sort of revamping them and sort of upgrading them and sort of moving on to the next level, really. So there's lots to come, lots of new ideas. We're going to be doing the podcast on the Monday, changing the live show into the podcast, and the live discussion will sort of amalgamate with the Haunted Connection show on the Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So lots of exciting stuff, and there's going to be lots more content coming. So we're quite excited about that, and hopefully maybe in the springtime, Easter perhaps, we can start up the meditation classes and things like that again, and get those other shows back on track.
Yeah, it's going to be good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
we've got a lot of catching up to do.
We have hell of a lot.
This meditation started. They'll have to start from the start again, won't they?
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where we sort of try and sort of make it for all levels, really. You know, there's help there if people are beginning. If people are a little bit more familiar with it, then they can easily just sort of get on and do it. And it's a nice way of meeting up with sort of the friends and once we started doing it last time, we were getting the same sort of people coming in, so it becomes a nice familiar circle, and people, once people have been coming a couple of weeks, people can just relax and just ease into it much better.
I used to love coming up to see you, Jane, with our little open circle that we used to have, and that used to be the highlight of my fortnight. That did.
Yeah,
we're trying to meet our spirit guides and all that lot.
Yeah. So there's lots to learn.
But if you met your spirit guide, though, Amy, are you going to listen to him?
Maybe.
I bet Amy's spirit guide sitting there.
Oh God, what's she doing now?
No, he's doing this.
Yeah.
Because the language. Okay, let's move around to Tina. Okay, then, are you carrying on next year with the same format? I know you said hopefully if you get enough piece of evidence, you could go every other week.
Yeah, I say if people pile it in, then we can probably go twice a week. But I'm keeping it the same. Can't really change it any other way. So yeah.
No, it's good how it works out though.
Yeah. But I can share stuff, which is handy.
Yeah, it's good. And how are you finding it working with Dave, because he's the new presenter?
Really with gelled quite straight away. He's really, really good, and he's loving it. So bonus.
That's good then. It's all looking good.
More though, because I keep telling him he needs to start getting people to bring the evidence in. He's learning.
You're knocking him into shape slowly. So, have any of you got any more ideas on this type of show that we could do going into next year? Silence.
I think there's lots of scope, isn't there? I mean, if anybody's out there with an idea that they'd like to do, I mean, you're still sort of open, aren't you, for people to come and join the HAPRC live feed team?
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's plenty of scope out there. I mean, I'd like to perhaps pick something up and do something perhaps on witchcraft and the understanding about that, because we don't seem to have that covered. And there's sort of lots of different ideas. you know,
It's not
there's
runes and tarot
demonology.
cards and all that lot as well. That'd be
Yeah,
quite
there's
interesting to see.
demonology and stuff like that that could be covered.
But you've got to be careful how much free time you got though, Jane.
Oh no.
Because you're going to be so busy next year.
I know, and I really want to be busy. I'm fed up of sitting down and doing. Well, I wouldn't say doing nothing, but I'm just so looking forward to being able to get out and doing stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, then let's go back to the awards that happened Sunday night. Jacqueline, was there any surprises for you that night?
Yeah, there's some which I really don't think have been up there. Should have been up there, but hey ho.
Yeah, well, come on, spill the beans.
Well, most haunted experience at my cup of tea, put it that way.
Damn right. I have got plenty to say about that. They should not even. I'm surprised they're still going. They're frauds. I've got plenty to say about them. Everyone else is all right. It's just them.
Yeah, I think I know people have been there, and you know, as soon as they're not looking a certain direction, something will come from that direction.
I've heard some right stories about them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They're quite
Okay, then,
well, aren't
okay, then, Amy. What's your opinions on it then?
What on the? You really want?
Yeah, you got to remember it's only 20:08.
My dad's always told me if I've not got nothing nice to say, then don't say it at all. But when have I ever listened to anybody?
Yeah, but you can tonight.
Yeah, no, I didn't agree with the most haunted experience. No, obviously I thought Ghost Hunter Tours should have won it because they're like the best ghost hunting company out there. Them and Haunted Happenings, right?
Yeah.
But no, I'm not. I wasn't happy about the most haunted experience. Not a fan. And that's been.
What about you? What about you, Tina?
What Amy just said, and 30 Years Drive.
Yeah.
Really? 30 Years Drive.
It must have been the chips that did it. Because they've got great
I don't
chips around
think
the
you can
corner,
use your
haven't they?
photos. You're not allowed to use your photos from there, are you? Or video footage?
Is that just in case you see the
They have
string?
the rights on it or something.
I think you have to get their permission to use it. I think.
Well, it's
But
your
I'm not sure.
footage, isn't it? So stuff that.
So have you all been to 30 Years Drive then?
No.
You haven't. No, you have not been.
No.
We did, didn't we, Jane?
We have, yeah.
The only time I
go
go
then.
that way is to go to the chippy.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of times we went, we didn't really get an awful lot of activity. But again, you know, we've said this before, East Drive is a bit like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. And it's one of those places that does go on pure reputation. You can speak to some people and they have a fantastic time there and they get loads of stuff. But same with Most Haunted and with East Drive, they purely go on reputation, don't they, as such? And these are, you know, the Higgy Pop Awards are entertainment awards. And
let's face it, it is entertainment.
You know, they've generated the votes to win. And, you know, a lot of people have perhaps voted because they were familiar with Most Haunted or, you know, East Drive. So, you know, they got the votes.
Yeah, I think next year what you've got to do, Jane, is conjure up some sort of entity that possesses people every night they come.
What you need to do is conjure up some sort of demonic energy, right, that gets into people's head and make them to vote for HAPRC.
Oh, don't give her ideas.
You need to astral project into the Iggy Pop Awards.
I think HAPRC will win it, you know, eventually. It's just
the reputation is fairly young.
Yeah, we are
young.
We are new.
Isn't it, in terms of how long the other places or the venues have been going. So this is, you know, we're only coming up to our third year. Some of these other places have been around for years and years and years. So, you know, we'll get there eventually.
We already know the HAPRC is the best location anyway. It's just getting
Definitely.
everyone else to remember it.
Here's a comment from Bloss.
Yeah,
How did
That's
Ghost
again-
Adventures win?
that's another
Yeah.
thing.
So again, it's reputation.
Yeah.
He's been going quite a long time, and he's a household name. Anybody looking through the list will automatically recognise Ghost Adventures, and if they don't recognise anybody else, they'll vote for them. So it's reputation, isn't it?
Yeah, and you've got to think about the first words he said. Well, he used to say they've been working years to build their reputation, and that's before the show even started. So
Yeah.
they're probably investigating, I don't know, 20 years.
Hmm.
A bit like Most Haunted. They've been going 20 odd years, so they're a household name.
Yeah.
But there's only so many demons in the world. There's only so many times you can conjure them up.
But but also, these votes are open all over the world, aren't they?
Mm.
So in America and Australia are big places, and there's got lots of people in. We know that they generated over 75,000 votes in the Higgy Pop Awards. So
Mm.
it's a lot of people, and people are going to be voting from all over the world.
I'd like to see an Iggy Pop UK award, generated within the UK, because a lot of these people that were in it, I'd never even heard of.
No, I hadn't.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true.
I couldn't vote for some of the categories at all because I didn't have a clue what it was.
Yeah, we said last night I couldn't vote for the film because I don't watch horror films, or the documentary award. I didn't know any of them.
I only voted for the Margam Castle one because I've been there.
So if anyone in the chat has got any comments, please let us know. Bloss says it were fixed. Now there was I was really happy with some people not even nominated,
Yeah.
Definitely.
which was different from
Absolutely.
last year.
Yeah.
Whether they just didn't get nominated, I don't know. So I was pleased about that. I think everyone that was nominated are genuine, or they don't flaunt it too much. Even Most Haunted, when they started, were good, weren't they?
Yeah.
When they
Yeah.
first started, they were all right.
Yeah.
That's when Derek Okora was in it. That's when it was at its best.
Even Jason Carl, the first series which I saw.
The
He
first
was cool.
season, the first series was amazing of Most Haunted. It's just
But it's full of orbs.
Yeah,
don't get me started on orbs.
they like
need
the orbs in
dust.
the. Yeah, but some I've been watching season
Right.
1 again, and
Yeah.
some were quite interesting.
Yeah. So a real light anomaly, it produces its own light, whereas a dust, it reflects light, and you can tell it a mile off.
So Tina, you're starting the parameet off, aren't you?
Yep, we are.
No pressure.
No pressure.
You've
That's
got to
what-
set the standard.
Yeah, Boxing
So
Day clock.
Boxing Day at 7:00,
Wow.
the evidence show. So
Yeah.
are you going to do a HAPRC special?
I think we need to. I think that'll be.
It was mentioned tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Because we've got loads, haven't we?
Yeah, and if you two could come on, it'll be great. Then that we could do that.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be a problem.
yeah, sure. We're up for it. We're in the studio anyways.
Well, that's it. You might as
All
well
right.
kick it off with us.
yeah. We'll come on. I've not decided how it's all going to work yet, but I've got to do that soon. haven't I?
Oh no!
Oh God, he's going to wing it, ain't he? He's been hanging around with me for too long. Jesus Christ!
That's probably the best way.
Oh God!
Well, I think apart from Tina and Dave's show, because you need to control your own studio, don't you?
Yeah.
So you can put the clips on.
Yeah.
Apart from yours, all the other shows are going to come through our studio at the centre. So we'll be controlling that.
What,
I don't
even
quite-
like the confession show and all that lot?
Well, you're going to be at the centre anyway, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'll be at the centre all the time anyway.
So what I need to do then, Tina, is send you the links to the Twitter account and our YouTube channel as well.
Okay.
And then your shows can go straight onto them simultaneously,
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great.
which is what I do to ours. Bloss says, loved last night's show, like a good Saturday morning get together.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I think that was your show, Jacqueline.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to create so that people could see what Haunted Antiques is like during the daytime. Because obviously we see it's a location, but sort of show the community. And yeah.
Yeah, and you had some of the nutters on.
You speak for
Most
yourself,
of the
Packer.
numbers.
I'm the same one here.
I think people
Go on.
need to laugh at this time, don't they? And that's what it did, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's cool.
If you're the same one, Amy, I think we've got problems.
And people are going to be very surprised as well when they see the witches room as well, isn't they?
Yeah, even
Ooh.
Jane's not seen it yet, have you, Jane?
Wow.
What have you done?
Well, basically, you know the black brick wallpaper
Yeah.
that was there.
Yeah.
That's not black brick wallpaper anymore.
Oh, that's okay.
It's all black.
Oh, that's
You know
okay.
You know the black material that we've been putting up the stairs. You've seen that,
Yeah,
haven't you?
Yeah.
That's
It's all over the
that's
place now.
that goes down the corridor as well now,
Yeah, cool.
and on the ceiling, so it's
Wow.
all nice and dark in there,
Ooh.
Awesome.
all ready for Lucifer to come in.
Did you leave the carpet down?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
yeah. Don't worry about that. That's still there.
You know,
So,
with a staple gun.
I can have you. I can have you. I'll tell you right now, right? No Wire was armed on Saturday with a staple gun. I was very careful. Ask Ant. I was very careful.
It was seeing Amy lose with a staple gun. It's a scary thing.
That scares me more than the demons.
Here's Bloss again.
You asked Neil
Bloss
about
says-
the time when he stapled his hand.
Oh, did you? Bloss says you just want me to fall over. Next time you come, Bloss, we might have a surprise for you.
Oh, that sounds
Okay.
promising.
Going up the stairs, there will be a surprise for you.
Yeah, he stole it from his mother's house. You think I'm joking?
She's not joking. There is a story. My mum's just had a stair lift put in, and they had to take one of the handrails down to put the chair to go up. So I said, I'll have it. So we are going to be putting in, before the centre opens again, another handrail just for you, Bloss,
Oh,
Oh,
because that's how much we love you.
that's brilliant.
She says, dread to think. It's Bloss's birthday soon as well.
Oh.
Oh,
oh.
21 again.
No.
Again.
With how many years experience?
Oh, I can't work that out.
Like 21?
No, a couple more than that. So, what should we talk about now then, guys? Silence.
Oh, let's sort of ask you a question then, Neil. How do you
Oh,
think
no.
the live feed has gone? When you launched HAPRC live feeds, you had a vision of sort of doing lots of different shows and getting people to do it. So do you feel that you know, what's been created is sort of lived up to your expectations?
Yeah, I think there's more than my expectations at the start. It's the same. It's a shame some of the shows have sort of dwindled off and disappeared. That's
Some
a
never
shame.
even started.
Some did even start, which is a shame. But the shows that are on are all really good. I think they're all worth watching. I'm not just saying that because you sit in front of
We're
me,
all sitting here.
Give you a tenner later.
but they're all different, and they all add something to the channel. So I'm more than happy with the way it is now. I'm more than happy. Like Jane said, I'd like more shows. Because the ultimate vision is to have shows on every night of the week, so people don't have to watch anybody else.
Because what you've created was actually something quite unique, wasn't it? Nobody else was doing this, and I think now there's quite a few groups that have sort of gone into these sort of live feeds, doing multiple sort of shows within their sort of under their umbrella, and you know, that's really got to be a credit to you, because you've sort of generated the idea in the beginning, and I think, you know, when you bring your ideas out, it's not that long before other people, you know, start doing them, you know, themselves, because they are good ideas and it helps people along.
Yeah, I must admit, as soon as I get them out, people follow.
Yeah. But it's been a
that was a bit of a joke there.
Lockdown.
Sorry, Jane.
I said a lot of, you know, all these shows have been a lifesaver during lockdown, because even though you can't go out, you can still stay, you know, for me, you know, watching all our live feeds has been great. It's been a great lifeline for me.
Yeah, something I have noticed though, and you've noticed as well, Jane, because we've talked about this. If you watch other people's lives and you put a question, I don't know if you've noticed, you've had this as well. If you if you send a comment in the chat, do you get answered?
A lot of the times I don't get mine answered. I think they tend to skip over them. I don't know whether the questions I ask are just, I don't know, just either too difficult or whatever. I don't know, but I do sometimes, you know, a lot of the questions get sort of overlooked. Yeah. But I mean, that's just how it is, isn't it? You know, I don't expect everybody to sort of react, but you know, I do think it's good when you sort of acknowledge everybody's comments and you take notice of everybody's comments, because people are inviting people to make comments and to ask questions and everything else. But if you're not going to respond when you've asked for it and you get it and you don't respond to it, then that's a bit sort of disappointing, really, for your viewers.
Yeah. So I see Tina was shaking her head to that. Have you been ignored as well, Tina?
Yeah, quite a few times. You know, when people talk about evidence and stuff, and I say, "Oh, can you talk about it?" They just skip over it.
Really?
Yeah.
And what about you, Jack? Have you experienced that?
No, I try and capture everybody and sort of ask the questions, unless it's somebody who talks a lot, like Richard or somebody.
No, I mean, if you're watching somebody else's show, not one of ours, but if you're watching somebody else's who's been copying us, and you've made a comment, do they tend to skip over from you to another the next comment?
Don't watch them.
You don't watch them. You. What about you, Amy? Do you watch anybody else's?
Not really, but do you really think anyone would dare ignore me?
Okay, some comments. Bloss says, "Is he electrocuted?" You'll have to wait and see on that one, Bloss. It's very old. Linda says they just copy you, Neil. And Bloss says, agree, Jane.
Let's jump on.
Hey guys, just popped in to say hello. You come in if you want to,
on,
Ness.
Jump in.
Yeah, come on.
Tried to get her to come on.
Oh, hope so.
Bloss says, when is the Spitfire lady on? Sorry, can't remember her name. It's Penny Griffiths Morgan. And she is actually in June. Touch wood, the lockdown's all finished then. She is actually coming to the centre to do a talk about the Spitfire ladies.
Wow.
So
Cool.
you can buy a ticket and come and see her in person and buy a book if you want to.
Wow.
So it's Penny Griffiths Morgan. I did actually ask her, before I asked you, Motley Crue, I did ask her if she wanted to come on tonight, talk about the awards, but she was busy. So I thought I'll ask you a lot then.
That's gratitude for you.
I think I am. I think I am on her blog thing after January, beginning of January sometime. I have got the date, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah.
What, she interviewing you?
Well, I'm not sure if it's an interview, but I think we're discussing something. Yeah.
She's not asked me.
Are you on the show tomorrow, Jane?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know Jane's on a show, you know? Jane got gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Neil and Jane actually.
I don't know, I only saw Jane on the video.
Yeah, okay. Swiftly moving on then. You're on another show soon as well, aren't you, Jane? Being interviewed.
Oh yeah, tomorrow, isn't it?
Is it tomorrow night?
So it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
I've already been on that one.
I have.
Jacqueline was on first.
Yeah, ages ago.
Yeah. So,
are you gonna?
That's only.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm just gonna say it's only audio though. It's not live. It's not sort of a live.
No, it's not video. It's only audio. It's from America as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to watch out for the translation there. I had a bit of an issue. He asked me what was happening with the COVID in the UK, and I said it's okay, but when you go shopping, you got issues with it. You got to take a shopping trolley round. He said, "What? A shopping trolley, mate? What's one of that?" Oh God! So you had to translate into US. It was So yeah, and I think I said something which is like local dialect, and it meant something rude out there.
Oh really? You'll have to blow them away with clever stuff, Jane, about the fairies and talk about the creatures. They'll be lost.
Creatures, yeah, we've got lots of things to talk about.
If you talk about the creatures of the centre, you'll have them eating out your hand because they'll be amazed.
They had me that I was possessed.
Sorry?
He had it that I was possessed.
Really?
That's why he translated it. It's like, God's sake.
Oh, it's in for
English
for me then.
Oh, shit happens.
Yeah, Jane, talking about the creatures and talking about astral projecting into the mirror.
And then if you really want to confuse them, go on about slaying his dictionary.
That confuses all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun.
No, you'll enjoy it. It's brilliant. It really is. Yeah.
So how are you all coping with the COVID-19 then? Let's start with Tina.
Yeah, working. We've had a bit of an outbreak at work, so that's a bit scary at the moment. So literally work, home, that's it.
Is there going to be an end to it?
I don't know, because obviously they've been talking about the COVID vaccine. To be fair, I don't think I want it at the moment.
I wouldn't trust anything. It's taken over 40 years to get a flu vaccine that people trust. It's not going to, overnight, you're not going to get a COVID vaccine. It's going to take a hell of a lot longer for me to trust that. Not until Boris takes it himself, anyway. He needs to be the guinea pig.
Yeah, they're not going to do that, are they? So how are you coping, Amy?
Oh, I'm okay now. I'm out of the house. I'll just go to work, come home, and go to my second home, which is the centre. That's the and shopping occasionally. They're the only things I do. So.
What about you, Jackie?
Going nuts a bit, really. The shows keep me going because I sit here, I do work, I finish, I have my dinner here and watch TV, and then same the next day, and then 2 days is different. You don't know what to do.
So I feel
horrible.
sorry. I do feel sorry for the people who live on their own.
It's
like
yeah.
like you do.
I used to go out all the time because I couldn't deal with being in the house.
Yeah.
So there was no bloody choices. It's like it or lump it. But yeah, I do take Casinus out for walks and to the park and stuff like that. But
yeah. So when the vaccine comes out, are you going to have it?
To be honest, we won't get a chance because it's at first. So hopefully by the time it gets anywhere near us, like a lot of the population would have had it. Like, because they're hitting the care homes and then they're hitting sort of various groups, aren't they? So,
yeah.
So hopefully it will take absolutely months before it gets near us. And then take an informed decision.
So
what
about...
By then it'll be more obvious.
Yeah, everyone's going to have two heads and...
Yeah, exactly.
So all the oldies will have walking around with two heads. What about you, Jane? How have you kept going?
Well, I just keep
because
busy.
It's been exceptionally more difficult for you than the rest of us.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, I've been in isolation since early March. So I went into isolation actually the week before the proper lockdown.
Okay,
so
can I let me just jump in because I've got a bit of a joke coming. You call it you call it isolation. I call it holiday.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been on holiday since. That probably sounds better actually. I've been on holiday since the beginning of March. And it's just been same old to me. But you know, I'm quite a sort of a person who doesn't mind being on their own anyway. You know, I do a lot of meditation, I do a lot of reading, I do a lot of it's like what I call sort of self-progression. So I'm always trying to push myself forward a bit. So whether that's through reading or meditation or trying experiments or working with items or making things, I've sort of created the Witches Workshop where I've been making lots of things, and it's just kept me busy. And on the days when I don't feel so good, I sit and read books. It's one of those things where at the minute now it doesn't necessarily bother me. I've got so used to just being in home all the time. It's just become sort of normal.
So do you think it's going to be hard now when we're out of lockdown and you can get your freedom back? Do you think it's going to be hard for you to go out? I don't. You see, the centre, I only really sort of do a lot of stuff up at the centre anyway, which is, I mean, it's only a few minutes down the road from me. But it's, I enjoy being at the centre and it is like my second home. So I'm really looking forward to getting back up there and working with stuff, because we are really pushing forward into stuff that we've never done before. And I've got several things that are being specially made to go up the centre for us to do new stuff with. So I'm looking forward to that. But I do find when I get out, or when I am out and there's people about, I do find that I just want to go home. I just want to go home where I'm safe and I'm not worried. Yeah.
Because at the minute I've got no immune system, so even a cold or anything could go at the minute.
Yeah, I think you've got to be careful of that when you get back to the centre.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do it gradually. Plus, you got to be careful you don't wear yourself out, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put some comments up. Bloss says she's had the flu jab. It made her really ill.
Oh, bless her.
Viv says I've been offered the vaccine, but unsure on it. I think that's how most people are, aren't they?
Yeah, they've got 3 hopes. Bob hope, no open envelope of me getting it.
Bloss says, think the year's gone really quick considering we haven't been able to go anywhere.
Yeah, it has really.
It has, hasn't it? But that's because we're all getting older.
I think it's 'cause I've been
The
drinking.
years
Talk
do go
yourself,
quick anyway.
Packer.
The years do go. I ain't counting this year. I'm 60 next year. We're gonna have another party when we're open.
Oh, I need to
Definitely.
go to a party.
Yeah.
So no more comments. Linda's laughing at my joke about holiday.
Yeah, I've had a lovely holiday, Linda.
There's not many bosses let the workers have 10 months holidays, is it?
Are you going to say a woman then? There's not many bosses let a woman off.
I'll slap him for you on Friday night.
You must have misheard me, Jane.
I heard it. I'll slap him for you on Friday.
Oh.
So, and Bloss says, yours is coming up. That's my birthday's coming. Yours is first, Bloss. Not many weeks away, is it? How many weeks is it, Julie?
No, but it's a week before mine. This is the 10th.
Bloss's birthday week before Julie, so Bloss is
10th.
about the 10th.
Oh.
And we were going to have a party for her, but after we can't.
Oh.
So we're going to have something at the centre for her, but we can't.
I think Christmas is going to be one of the hardest things for people to deal with if we're still in lockdown, because we're just so used to, you know, celebrating Christmas and meeting up with friends and family and everything else. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's just going to be one of those times where you're just really going to have to make the best of what you've got.
So what's going to happen New Year's Eve then? Are people still going to go out?
You can't, can you?
I bet they won't allow it. Well, they've only given you 5 days, haven't they? From the 23rd to the 28th or something. So they've excluded New Year's Eve. There'll be no New Year's Eve celebrations, I shouldn't think. It'll be one of those things where you've probably got to stand on the doorstep and clap or something.
I think instead of clapping for the NHS, we ought to boo for the government.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Bloss says, for your information, I was 70.
Oh, bless her.
Yes, we know, Bloss. Yeah, I think we all should start a new movement. Thursday nights, 8 o'clock, stand outside your front door and boo for the government.
Oh.
But are you all staying sane though? Have you gone stir crazy?
Perhaps we ought to just collectively just do an experiment where we just astral project into the Houses of Parliament and unleash some demons through some mirrors.
I did
Yeah,
actually
I
think
smell
of.
Neil's demons. They're not very nice.
I did actually think that. Look, let's keep it serious, girls. I did actually think that, Jane. Go and get Monkey Boy.
Magic
Take him-
monkey.
No, or the dragon. Take one of them, Magic Monkey or the dragon. Take him down to the House of Parliament and say, "Do your worst."
I wouldn't want to leave them there. Not with that lot.
No, they're nice, aren't they? It's not very fair, is it, to the creatures?
You don't want politicians corrupting your demons.
What you want
would
to do is bring Guy Fawkes back. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, attempt to succeed next time.
Yeah.
So, Amy, you got anything more to say before we wrap up?
Send in your confessions. It's about to start in about 9 minutes.
Is it? No, it'll be a little longer than that, won't it?
Yes, because I've got to make another cup of tea.
Let's put Bloss's comment up. Bloss said, is Judy better? Yes, Judy feels a lot better today. I looked after her really well yesterday.
Oh,
Did you? You made your own dinner. How's that looking after her?
I did have to make my own tea. Yeah. She's not saying anything, though.
Did you make her a nice cup of tea or anything?
Yes, of course I did.
You're getting quite good at making tea, actually, recently.
No, I've got to change that. I'm not happy. I even hoovered up the other week. I ain't happy about it.
And you've got a photo of that, haven't you?
Yeah, and I've been washing up and picking up balls.
Picking up balls.
I've got loads of different photos of Neil. It's hilarious.
Less said about that, the better. So, what about you, Jackie? Anything you'd like to say before we finish tonight?
Yeah, if anybody wants to be a guest on Paranormal Peeps, if you just drop us a message or something, let us know. Be looking for new guests in the new year. So, yeah.
We're doing a special on the debate show, ain't we, next week?
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? That sounds intriguing. Tell us more.
yeah.
It was an idea. It's kind of a Christmas special. It's something which has come up, and I found something awesome, but I don't know if I can do it. But we'll see.
Oh, you'd be fine.
Probably not.
I'm going to watch that one now.
I want to record it, really, because I don't think I can do it.
I'm sure.
Monday.
Look,
That's Monday, yeah.
Just have to be like us. Just wing it.
It's,
I always wing everything.
yeah, that's I'll see what it is in a bit, because it's, yeah.
All right. We look forward to that one.
What's that one that Bloss has put up at the bottom?
Bloss says, be kind to old people like me and the man. Yeah. So you should be. So, what about you, Tina? Anything to say before we finish?
Just sending your evidence, keep it coming in. Keep the show going.
Are you excited about opening up the Parameet?
Yes.
That'd be brilliant.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. Pressure. Yeah.
No need to be. I'm just nervous about. I've got to figure out how to do it all now. We'll wing it. What about you, Jane?
Yeah, I just wanted to just say another massive thank you to everybody who nominated and voted for us in the Higgy Pop Awards. As most people probably know by now, the Haunted Connections show won gold in the best paranormal discussion show. So, you know, I was, and I know you were as well, Neil, were just absolutely chuffed to bits to win it. And I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody who made that happen for us. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it was really good. And of course, next year we're changing it.
Yeah, but it's going to be bigger and better, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, it is. So lots to do next year. So, if anyone's got no more questions, do you like to have any questions? You presenters, do you have any questions?
Oh,
No.
you're talking to us.
Yeah.
Where do babies come from?
I'm only a fella. I don't know that. They just appear one day and you think, oh God, no.
The stork bought them.
The stork. Yeah. Have you all got your Christmas decorations up?
No.
I
Yeah.
can see
Yeah.
Tina and Jane has.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Mine will probably go up on Christmas Eve and then come down on Boxing Day.
You bar humbug.
Mine went up 1st of November.
Has been up on
I've
YouTube.
actually
Amy, just for you.
finally got my tree up.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yay.
Pretty.
Finally got my tree up.
We've even got a Christmas tree up at the centre.
Oh,
no
I've got
one's-
a Christmas
no.
stick with a ghost sitting on it.
God. But no one can come up and see it.
oh no.
I might leave it up until we open.
That'd bring you bad luck, but it can't be any worse, can it?
Can't be worse than this year, can it? All right, I think we'll call it a night then, because you two can get ready for your confession show.
Yeah.
We've got some nice juicy confessions.
We've got a few. We haven't got a guest this time.
Oh,
So I've
yeah.
not asked anybody. No, I've not thought of anybody else. The past two guests that've been on, I really wanted to have them on the show
Yeah.
to speak about the confessions, but I have not really seen anybody else that I really
Well,
want on at the minute.
They were the main. They are the main contributors, aren't they?
They are. Lot. So I've got to have them on. So
Yeah.
Well,
Good one.
so we're looking forward to the Parameet. That's going to be 6 nights of lots of different shows. How exciting!
it is.
It is.
Of course, let's not forget the raffle.
The raffle.
The raffle
do
was
have
the
a-
whole
I
point of
forgot
last
last
night's
night.
show.
We do have a raffle going on, and for £2 you could win, if your number's drawn out, your own investigation night at the centre next year. So please have a go. Message me if you want to have a go. It's just £2, and we've got loads of entries, which is all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It'd be brilliant though. You can take all your mates, can't you?
You can do whatever you want. If you want to
Then
go on your
charge them
own,
25 quid a ticket.
yeah. If you want to go on your own, go on your own. If you want to bring your mates, bring your mates. If you're part of a team, bring your team. If you're
Yeah,
part of a venue group and want paying guests, bring paying guests. Fine, whatever you want. And keep looking out for the items that Julie's selling in the shop. She's got loads of new items coming on soon, and we've got little torches now.
They
Don't
look
know if
cool.
you've
They
seen.
were brilliant.
We've got
Yeah.
little torches with a light, obviously with a light and a key ring.
Stick it on my tab.
Your tab's growing and growing and growing.
I have paid my tab
It's-
off. I think I owe you a £5 at the minute.
Do you?
Wow.
It's a must. These little torches are £4,
They're brilliant.
so they're a must for any ghost hunter. So I think that's it for tonight then.
Yeah.
Let's call
It's
it.
lovely
let's-
catching up with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see you all.
You know.
We'll see you all again soon. So we've got.
Yeah,
Thanks
we
for
will.
watching, everyone. Thanks for your comments.
Give us 5 minutes and I'm just going to make a cup of tea, then I'll send the link.
We'll be back.
Hasta la vista.
Amy and Jane will be back for a big
Yeah, a
laugh.
few minutes.
So we'll see you. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Was asleep.